All right. Happy Sunday. Happy first. Happy new week. Happy all the things, you guys. I am so excited for August to be here. I don't know about y'all, but summer has been crazy, which I feel like we did a good job of mentally preparing for like the schedules being completely wild and kids being at home and all of that stuff. But I don't know about y'all. I'm ready for a schedule. I'm ready for the kids to be back in school. I'm ready for just things to kind of settle down a little bit because we've been going a little crazy this summer. So I am so excited for August. This summer has been really, really good. Um, and we have done some really fun things. If you guys have not been a part of the summer showcase, like the spotlight series that we've been doing on Thursdays, we are ending this week. So this week will be the last one on Thursday night at 8:30. So I am so excited. I feel like that series has just like breathed life into me every single week. So I don't know about y'all. Did y'all like the summer spotlight series, hearing from different top leaders every week? If you were able to dial it or to get on for that, I hope y'all liked it because I know I did. Okay, so a couple of announcements that I want to go through. So I'm gonna drop the details on the team page here in just a little bit, but this month's HAP giveaway, we are doing like a back to school type thing. So we are doing a MacBook giveaway. So it'll be a MacBook, and if they don't want a MacBook, then they can have a cash payout of $500. So if you are not brand new in the business, meaning you are not still in your first 30 days, then it is $5 to buy in for that giveaway. And that basically all that money goes towards whatever the prize is. And so for me personally, it's a non-negotiable $5 to invest into my business to be able to promote a giveaway like a MacBook is insane, especially knowing the return on investment for host to post as a whole. So if you have not done that, again, I will drop all the details on the team page tonight so that y'all have that. But I'm excited about that. MacBook always gets a really good turnout for people. That is a huge prize, and everybody likes cash. So if they don't like a MacBook, everybody likes $500. So that flipping a little bit, second announcement, schedule is going to be pretty much the same. Sunday night is family call. Monday night is Fire Zoom, followed by Live Life Legendary Huddle. And then Thursdays this week, like I said, is going to be the last summer spotlight, and then it'll flip to our normal huddle for just this team. So it'll be this code Thursday nights, 8:30 for 30 minutes, and we'll just talk about team progress and stuff like that. Because I want to get back to some serious goal setting for August. I feel like a lot of us in the summer, we were working on consistency for our own business, and we were working on just showing up and like maintaining what we had. But I really want to push ourselves in August, and I really want to go to that next level. We all survived the summer, and we are ready to go, and we're going to be pushing this fall. So if you are not in the August accountability group, I see a few people on here that were in the July accountability group, you guys. It is nothing crazy. It is basically just a really what is the right word? Complete task list of all the things that you should be doing for your business. So for me, I've been in the business 4 years. And for me, I looked up in like week 1, week 2, and I was like, dang, there was so much stuff that even me personally, I work my business full time. And I was like, man, I haven't done that in a day. Oh, I haven't done that in a couple of days. It was like I was hitting them a couple times a week, but not every single day. And it has made such a difference in my business. I want to call on a couple of people if that's okay. I didn't tell them I was going to call on them, but we're going to start with Madison. Oh, sorry, Madison, but she completely rocked the spreadsheet last month. So I want to just have her give some tips and tricks, maybe like 3 minutes worth of tips and trick, Madison, just what you liked about it, what worked for you, and how you freaking killed July because of it.
Okay, so first off, I don't know if y'all have seen in the team page, I can pull it up. Every single night I was dropping a screen recording Like, here's one, a screen recording of all the HAP asks that I sent out. I sent out 30 to 50 right before bed. I like exported my Facebook friends list, and it's not super hard to do. I exported it into like an Excel sheet. And so I just went through that and picked a couple names throughout the night. And I would just send out HAP asks and delete people or send them a PDT message, whatever. And I was really just knocking out all the tasks. So when I woke up in the morning, I would have a ton of responses. So I was able to get 10 HAPs up in no problem, like before noon every single day, because I sent it out the night before. And I do my follow-ups first thing in the morning. I just watched a Zoom just a minute ago, and they said you need to follow up in the morning because that's before people's day turns to crap. That's before their spouse makes them mad. That's before their tire blows. It's before all the craziness happens of the day. So I started doing that like this month. And then after I heard that on a Zoom, I'm like, wow, that's genius. Why? Like, I didn't have a reason for doing it. It's just kind of how it happened. And then now I understand why it worked out so well. Getting as many haps up as you can and not just posting to post. Like, if it's midnight and I still haven't posted an opportunity post, don't do it. You know people aren't going to see it. And it's just copy and paste in a post for no reason, like just to get a check mark. It's not going to give you anything good besides an extra point on the sheet. And that's not really, we're not doing it just to see who can get the most points. We're doing it for, for our own businesses. So I don't know, just being really intentional with your time, starting out with personal development. Affirmations are really important. I mean, pretty much just get your haps up, doing your stuff in. Like, you committed to doing it, so you got to do it. Don't like, oh crap, it's midnight and I don't feel like doing it. Just do it. It takes 5 minutes. It's fine. Just do it. That's pretty much it.
I love that so much. And Brooke, I'm going to call on you next because I feel like you learned a lot this last month with the accountability group spreadsheet.
I'm sorry. You think I what last month?
I think you learned a lot using the spreadsheet and just about yourself and like when you're working. So talk to us a little bit about your experience with it.
I'm not gonna lie, I had a hard time with the spreadsheet. And it's funny because I was telling Jamie, I don't know, a week or so ago, like I was working all month, but I got behind one day on the spreadsheet and then another day on the spreadsheet. And then it was overwhelming to me and I just couldn't get back in it. And so when they sent out the message for this August one, I actually messaged Jen and I was like, did you laugh when I filled that out? Since I didn't do like the last 2.5 weeks. But I think the thing is, it's just consistency is super important. And just as you have to be consistent posting, getting haps up, you have to make that spreadsheet a priority. And, like I said, I could do everything else. I can sign customers, I could get haps up, but for some reason, that spreadsheet I could not keep up with it. And so I had most definitely committed to making sure I do that like by midnight every night. But when you look at it, and I noticed this probably the first week of the month, there are so many things on there. Like, you think you're working every day. We're all working every day. But some of the things on there, like Jamie was saying, aren't just things that I hadn't done in a couple of days. It's things that like I don't even think about. Like, I am not somebody that is like deletes friends on Facebook. But if you are consistently working the spreadsheet, you will remember, adding 20 people. You usually do that with HAPs, but birthdays. I've never been one to do birthdays every month or every day, but this spreadsheet will remind you to do it. So it's one of those things, like if you commit to it and actually pay attention every day, there are so many things that seem so small, but when you do it, it makes such a huge, huge, huge difference. And I know Madison was just talking about HAPs. The HAP asks at night, I try to do the same thing. I am not always super successful, but I try to do that because if you start your day with host to post, it's going to take care of so many things on that spreadsheet already. You're going to delete people. You're going to add people. You're going to get the HAPs up. It's going to start conversations. I mean, those 4 things right there are already taken care of in that one thing. So, and also I will tell you this from experience this last month. There was a whole week went by that I didn't sign a customer, almost a whole week. And if I go back and look, I also was being lazy and didn't do HAPs all week. And so like, if you think host to post does not work, it is because you are not working it. You have to, host to post and enrollments have like a direct correlation, because once I decided, okay, like I need to stop being lazy and host to post, I signed 4 customers in 3 days. and they were all from 2 haps. I mean, it's just one of those things where as much as you think that it sucks and it takes so much effort to ask all these people, and sometimes I've had a day where I asked 100 people and got 5 up. I mean, it happens. As much of the pain as in the butt as it might be sometimes, that is where you will enroll. If you're not enrolling, like, you're not happy. So just make it a point to be consistent and like look at your spreadsheet throughout the day, because if you do, I think you'll be pleasantly surprised at not only what you get done, but how you will enroll.
I totally agree. I totally agree. There is a direct correlation between HAPs and enrollments. And here's the deal. I see a lot of new names and newer faces on here. And it's like, if you guys don't understand host to post, or you feel like you haven't like caught your fire with it, speak up, message me on the side, message Madison on the side, message whoever on the side and say, hey, I want to get this. Can we do a 30-minute work session and you show me how you're doing it? Because it's very easy once you understand it, and all it takes is a couple of times, and then you just do the same thing on repeat. So I love that you said that you have fully committed, and you guys, it's another layer of accountability. And if that's not something that you're able to do this month, I totally understand that. August is crazy for a lot of people on our team. And so they're opting out, and that's totally fine, because it is just an extra added layer of accountability. But if you're like, you know what, I am ready, I want to do something more with my business, then try. It's okay. It is okay. And there's no failure at it. There's no whatever at it. You just do your best. And if you are also the kind of person that is like, I don't even know where to start, now you have a checklist. Now you have exactly what you need to do every day, and you can work the checklist like across the sheet. So I am just super, super excited about it. I love just that it's making me work my business like wholeheartedly, and all the tasks and all the things. So I'm super excited about it. Excuse me. Okay. So we did not have, except for one, we had one promotion last month. And yes, there is a pre-made checklist that you can use. If you're in the group, you'll get access to the spreadsheet. If you want to chat afterwards, you can text me, or you can text Brooke, and we'll get you set up. Okay.
If I could say something really fast, if you're not in the accountability group, go by the KPI checklist. Lindsay, I think I text you one, but you can always every day work through that KPI checklist. Mm-hmm. It's basically what we do every day anyway, aside from the extra things on the accountability spreadsheet. Right. And if you don't have a KPI list, ask someone. They can very easily send it to you, but that is our checklist for the day.
Yeah. Oh, hey. All right. So we had one promotion last month. It was my mom's account promoted to executive. Yay, mom. But while that is fun and awesome, and I'm happy for her and her account, that's awesome, I want more promotions for that. I have had side conversations with so many of you guys, and I have so many of you guys that are new in this business that I'm like, let's get you to Ruby. Ruby is $500 a month. That's great money. That's a lot of extra money to a majority of us, right? And so I really want us to push hard for some promotions this month. And I really want us to call out goals and to set goals. So if you have not thought about what you want to push for this month, and I use the word push, I just mean we have to be setting goals, because otherwise we're just going to go through the motions and it takes us where it takes us, versus we're actively pursuing XYZ, right? So I want us to have specific goals for this month, and I want to have more than one promotion. I'm thankful for the one promotion, but I'm ready to have like 15 promotions. And I think that we are so capable of that. So your homework for tonight is to figure out what you want in terms of goals. And I don't want you can text your upline, but I want you to message me on Facebook. If you're in the newbie chat, just click see all members, find my name, and message me privately. I want to know what your goal is. Or if you have my cell phone number, text myself. It doesn't matter. I want to know, I want to hear what your goals are, because I want to be able to check in with you guys and help make sure that you are pursuing them all month long and that you get there. I do have some goals set for us as a team, just because in order for everybody else to hit their goals and in order for us to continue to grow as a whole, we do have to have some team goals. And the first thing that I want us to tackle is I want us to enroll distributors. We have got to build our teams, and we have got to get people here making money with us, because one, making money is awesome, but two, that is how you're going to reach whatever goal, whether it's Ruby or Triple Diamond or whatever, or anything in between. That's how you're going to get there. You have to build your teams. So as a whole, I want us to bring in 40 new distributors as a team. And I am going to start a thread on the team page, and I want us to boom distributors. I don't care who enrolls them. I don't care if it's I enroll 5 and Lindsay enrolls 12 and Cassidy enrolls 4 and Madison enroll. Like, I don't care where they come from. Figure out how many you want and go for it. And let's enroll some team members. Everybody should be pushing for at least 3 distributors every single month, because that's part of our steps to success. If you are consistently building your business every month, you should be enrolling 3 distributors and 6 new customers every single month. That's not something I made up. That is straight from the company itself. If you are doing that every single month and then turning around and teaching your 3 new people how to do the exact same thing, that's how you reach Ruby, Emerald, Diamond, Double, Triple, Ambassador, all of them. Do your steps every single month. So we should all be shooting for 3, but shoot higher if your goal is bigger, right? But our goal for the month is 40 new distributors. That is a really big goal. It is. I'm not even going to lie. That makes me super nervous to say out loud, because that's a lot of distributors, but I think that we can do it. And I think that if everybody takes their little piece of the pie, that it will be nothing. So, okay, so that's our first team goal, is 40 new distributors. Our next team goal is I want to hit 40K in volume. So I guess 40 is the number of the month. I don't know, but which is 40,000 in group sales. So that's all of us put together, 40,000. Our highest month that we've had was like 38 something, 38.5 or 38.9 or something. Like, we were so close to hitting 40. And I think we can do that. We ended this last month just over 30. And so that gives us about 10,000 in new volume this month. So if you've been with me for a while, we do, typically we do daily volume goals. So we want to bring in 500 new BV every single day of the month, right? And that's gonna overshoot us, and that's gonna give us some cushion, because again, if you've been with me for a while, there are going to be days that we have 150 in new BV, and then there are going to be days that we have 1,000 in new BV. So our average, though, we want to hit it like at least 500 a day. So we're going back to daily BV goal. And then, like I said, the overall GV, we want 40,000 in overall sales at the end of the month. So I'm so excited for that. There are going to be a couple of contests that I run throughout the month for prizes and all that fun stuff. So stay tuned for that. And then the last thing that I wanted to chat with you guys about is just finding, I took some notes, is just finding that inner fire. I feel like it's been a while since it's just been our team on a huddle. We've been doing the summer spotlight series all month, so I haven't got to plug in with just you guys. And I feel like for whatever reason, it was whenever I was prepping for this call, I was like, God just kept telling me, like, you have to believe in yourself before anybody else is going to believe in you. And there are new faces on here, and I want you to know that you have to believe in yourself. You have to decide that you're going to be great before anybody else is going to believe that you're going to be great. You have to decide that you're a Ruby and that you're fed up with being wherever you're at on your chart before anybody else is going to believe you. And I got a couple of text messages over the weekend, and my response was like, I have just been waiting for you to say that to me. I have been waiting, Sherry Wilson, for you to send that text message to me. I was so excited because she is like, I'm doing it. I'm done. I believe in myself. I'm starting scratch. I'm doing this. Like, I'm so excited. And I'm so excited. Like, that makes me so pumped. So if you are like, I have been pushing for whatever, then just decide to do it. I wrote down here, decide what you want to be, how you're going to do it and what matters most to you. You just have to decide, and then the universe will get out of your way. Seriously, you guys, it is insane that once you decide that you're going to be disciplined to do whatever you want to do, it's going to happen. The universe starts working in your favor. And then I always want to make a note, because we work in network marketing, which is, I hate to use the word controversial, but people have their own opinions about multi-level marketing, and it is what it is. And unfortunately, some of those opinions are not in our favor, and that's fine, because here's the deal. Whether they are family or friends or random host a poster that you added on Facebook, people are projecting whatever fears they have and whatever they don't understand onto you. So if it's your friend or family that's like, there's no way you're going to have 40,000 in group sales this month. There's no way that you're going to bring in 5 new distributors to go diamond. There's no way XYZ, fill in the blank, right? That is people, one, they look at themselves and they're like, there's no way I could do that. So there's no way that you could do that. I watched a documentary probably a year ago, and it was Jay-Z, and he was talking about how his uncle talked so much crap to him because he was like, there's no way you can sell 1 million in CDs or whatever, what is like downloads, have 1 million downloads or whatever. And he's like, I've had 1 million downloads like 1 million times. He was like, but my uncle was just trying to protect me from something that he thought was completely unfathomable. Unfathomable. Is that a word? Sure, you're a teacher. Unfathomable. Is that a word? Maybe. I think so. We're going to go with it. Y'all know what I mean? Like, there's no way he could wrap his head around it. And he was like, there's no way you're going to do that. And Jay-Z's like, but I did. And I did it like 1 million times. He was like, people just don't know what they don't know. And they're scared, especially if it's something that they think that they personally can't do. So people are going to project their fears on you. People don't know a lot about multi-level marketing. And so take what people say with a grain of salt. I had this conversation a couple of times over the past month. It's not about not acknowledging the negative or not taking a second to be like, dang, that stung, right? It's about how fast you can bounce back from that. Don't let a negative comment on Facebook take you out for a day. Don't let a negative conversation with family take you out for a week, because a week in a 30-day sales cycle is a long time. So don't just work on how fast you can bounce back from that, because it's going to sting, especially if you care about your business, especially if you care about what you're doing, which I believe that all of us do, because we're here plugging into our business. So people just project from their own fears and their own limiting beliefs and take it with a grain of salt. So I'm trying to think what else. I took one, I said all of that fun stuff. Y'all, I took notes. I'm trying to be organized. I knew we had a short amount of time. So, okay, last but not least, this is so hard for me to just let it go. I know it's hard for a lot of people, and it is something that takes a lot of practice. It truly, it does. When it happens, Millicent, you just have to say like, like, that sucks. I'm sorry you feel that way, but what I know and what I had known and what my experience has shown me about this business is XYZ. Like, if you know that it's not truth, you just have to let it go. And you have to be like super mindful about that and like almost speak it out loud to yourself, like what they're saying is not true. And you have to debunk it with whatever the truth is. So my last little tidbit that I wrote down, I can't even read my own. It says, choose to affect your life, not to let your life affect you. And Elena's camera is not on right now, but you guys, this girl is the picture of consistency with posting in her stories and posting on social media. She has created a brand for herself as a stay-at-home mom that gets to do all the fun things, and her social media business funds that. And you guys, if you don't know Elena, she is freaking awesome, and she is a diamond leader on our team, and she has chose not to let life affect her. If you knew half of the things that she's been going through, living in a hotel, having 3 kids, packing up a whole house in 2 weeks. I love you, friend. And moving her whole family, getting kids back started in school, all of her husband working out of town. So being completely in different states from each other, you guys, she is affecting her life by saying, I see all these things where you can just look at it and be like, damn, that's a lot of life going on. But she is choosing to be like, I'm going to use this as a part of my story and show others how. See, there she is with her sweet little nugget. Hey, Olivia. She is choosing not to let her life affect her. She is affecting her life. She is choosing to let her circumstance be a part of her story instead of letting it be an excuse for her. And she actually opted out of the August accountability group. And I'm sorry if that was not supposed to be common knowledge, but she did. She said, I've got this much on my plate this month, and August is not my month, but best believe I'm going to be back in September, you guys. And that's okay. It's okay to look at your month and be like, there's too much. I would not do myself a disservice. I would not do my business a service. I would not do my family a service by signing up for this one extra thing. So if it's not for you, I totally get that. And if pushing crazy this month for a promotion is not in the cards for you, I totally get that. But it's about being self-aware and saying, hey, I want to, when I do it, I'm doing it full force. And she has real life going on. Like, she has to pack up a whole friggin' 3,500 square foot house and move states over with 2 kids all by herself. Like, that's a lot. And so that's fine. You get that. But if you're like having daily life where your 6-year-old's being a little turd and your son's sick and like just normal life stuff, like, it's back to school is crazy. We got to go back to school clothes shopping. Kids are still at home. Like, that's normal life. Are you going to let that be a part of your excuse, or are you going to make an effect on that? And so I just challenge each and every one of you to be super self-aware of what your goals are, what you choose to say that you're going to do this month, and decide to be disciplined enough to take the action that's going to be required to get there. So let you make an impact on your life. Don't let your life impact you. Does anybody have anything that they want to add? I feel like I've been talking for like 20 minutes straight. Anybody? I'm just so excited to be back on a regular schedule for sure. Anybody? All right. Well, I wanted to keep this a little bit short. We've got family call at 9 o'clock. I will be dropping those couple of things on the team page. Figure out how many distributors you want this month, and figure out what your goal is for this month. If you're brand new and you're like, I don't even know what goal, but I want to set something, reach out and say, help me set a goal. I don't even know where to start. And we'll figure it out together, because that's what we do on this team. We just figure things out together. But other than that, family calls at 9 o'clock. We just did the giveaway. It's on my page. I'll share it to the team page. Yes, I love that. Madison, if you will start that would be amazing. I think that's it. I love you guys. Tomorrow we've got back-to-back huddles, and then Thursday is our end of summer last spotlight series. It's going to be a good one. So I love you guys. I'm going to run to the bathroom, then get on the family call, and I will see y'all in a little bit. Good night.